Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round I got this evening, that being Sunday evening, in Barry Abbott's Armored Gym. It is pretty good. For some reason, it just felt really good today on the ravine map. I can't quite explain why, but just, yeah. Had a couple of rounds I enjoyed. Yeah, our Proto Gundam wants us to stay close. I don't think it's bad advice, so, but yeah. Um, Proto was also trying to get better team comp for what they wanted at the beginning of the round. So we wound up with 2 generals and 2 raids instead of 1 general, me, and 3 raids. So, but yeah, Makuve Goof has already taken out the support, and yeah, I there's probably at least one point in this round where I'm going to end up hitting somebody with the downswing. This is since this was like the second or third round of the night. I had already started getting more careful about that because since it does do what you just saw, the Dom downswing followed by the Easy 8 charge, it is really easy to cause problems with that if you're not careful. So, yeah, I was worse about that the previous round, but otherwise, I almost ran the previous round. And yeah, also, people can grab you out of it after a long distance like I just did. Yeah, almost ran the previous round because I did really well, but the team didn't. So just there were a couple of places where I actually, survived through 3-on-1s just repeatedly, while the rest of the team was doing I have no idea what. But I decided not to go with that just because, yeah, I don't know, just again, sometimes I just feel certain rounds just make me feel weird about like publicizing certain aspects, and you know, I'm okay with talking about it here, but I'm also not putting it out there with names attached to it, so that I feel is a little bit more, you know, a little bit better. Because yeah, since I was the one by myself fighting 3 people, that feels like something was going wrong, but I have no idea what the rest of the team was doing or how or where they were occupied. So, I don't know what it looked like from anybody else's perspective. So, yeah, like I said, frustrating, and I managed to perform relatively well despite that, but this round I think generally went better. And also, like I mentioned, I'm also not hitting allies with my downswings as much in this one, I don't think. So, 2 good reasons to go with this. Let's see. Gun Cannon Aqua got downed again by the Makuve Goof, and it ran off because it saw like 3 of us running after it. So, basically the opposite experience I had that other round. Yeah, Proto got grabbed. The Makuve Goof player is pretty solid. There's a couple of times in this round, and I think the previous one. No, I think they were on my team the previous one. But yeah, just I go toe to toe with them a couple of times, and they are pretty sharp. So there is another Barry's Armored Gym. Since I don't think I've talked about it yet, it can use 100mm machine gun, I believe, or I think it's the 100mm Kai, the one that the Blue Destiny uses. Or it can use the Hyper Bazooka, which I have opted for here. And its sub-weapons are a volley firing version of the 6-tube missile launcher that really does need an overhaul, as well as a standard grenade that does pretty solid damage, and a incendiary grenade that does a decent number of ticks of fire damage after it connects. I am not really sure. I managed to bait a tackle, managed to tackle through their melee, and now I am clear to melee them. And yeah, managed to land the downswing without, damaging anybody. And yeah, now basically that was a reset for both of us, and we're going to do it all again, except this time I was the one that tackled at a bad time. I also fired my bazooka at the worst time, so yeah. Like I said, fair. I feel like it was a fair exchange, and yeah, the Makuve Goof player just did a really good job. So, let's see. But yeah, it's got a good arsenal. I want to say I think it has better defense stats than the standard armored gym. It also has maneuver armor, I believe anti-blast stabilizer, and explosive reactive armor. I think it has all three. Not 100% sure. But regardless, it does seem to be kind of hard to stun most of the time, which is very good. But let's see. Yeah, brains. Yeah, I think that's the Gatherer gym and the gym trainer colors on our team here. Yeah, I think I wound up fighting alongside a couple of people who were on the opposite team in the round I was talking about. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go up here because I know the M'Quve Goof is going to be one of the people going after the Gun Cannon Aqua. And sure enough, managed to land the shot. And enemy Berry Gym is defending the M'Quve Goof, which, you know, that's the job. You know, you work together and hopefully you succeed. And Gun Cannon Aqua managed to defend itself. That is good. I don't know how long it'll be able to keep it up, but I'll provide what help I can. But yeah. Yeah, I sent support me and the Proto Gundam, the Proto Gundam sent bunch up, and I won't lie, I may have, I may have said out loud, shut up and come help the support. I'm not going to lie. Because, yeah, just like, yeah, it is a good idea to, stay relatively close together, but supports tend to work at range. And you know, because you were there with me for at least one of those engagements, that there's a goof stalking them. So, yeah. You know, stay close. Stay close is good advice, and it has limits. So, but yeah, just like I said, I said I think a few months ago, like there was. I think I had played all of one round in my 8-year history of this game where someone successfully used the tells to dictate a winning strategy to the team as opposed to just being an annoyance. So that's just, you know, no offense to the Proto Gundam player. I think they're doing a pretty solid job. They definitely were a help taking out the M'Quve Goof that one time, but also just, yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to provide backup instead of advice. Like that's just how it goes. Let's see, and this is me getting and this is me not following the stay close advice and, you know, getting myself in danger. But at least I had the sense to use the iframes to just get all the way back to my team and survive the round. So I'll take that. Yeah, so it was a good round. It worked out. And let's take a look at the final stats. I got top score at 2075. Did 87,000 damage, so... And 4 and 2. That's not bad. I actually did like 6 and 2 on the other one I was talking about, but I'm pretty happy with how this went overall. Like I said, it was less sloppy on my part for the most part, so... That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I wish we'd get a kid of the armored gym. I think the closest thing we've gotten is the gym striker, and I'm pretty sure there's still a decent number of physical differences between them to where you can't really substitute one. Probably make a decent basis for an armored gym kit, though, so, you know, man, I wish we'd get more Code Fairy stuff in general. Like, we have the only one of the noisy fairies we have actually gotten a kit for is the Ifrit Jaeger. Everything else is, everything else was the, Federation people. And, I mean, we never got the main one of those either. We never got, Lilith's Pixie, but, you know, everything other than the Ifrit Jaeger, everything we got was kind of like supporting characters. So yeah, there's a bunch more they could do from that if they wanted to.